Alright, welcome back. So today we're going to change the fuel filter sock inside the fuel tank there. And I've never done one before, so I guess we're going to learn together. I couldn't find much on any YouTube channel to show us how to do it, so looks like we just got to take that clip off, cut some wire ties here. I already got that one's done. And then we're going to pull this out of the way. Get that out of the way there. Got that done. We'll get this unhooked. Get that out of the way. So it looks like we just got a couple fuel lines here yet. We'll get those pulled off and get this cap unscrewed. Okay, so we got the hoses off. I got them sitting up here now. This has one of those pinch clamps on there. I was able to get a screwdriver down inside there and kind of pry it apart a little bit to open it up, and got that off. And this here, just stuck a little screwdriver inside there and kind of wiggled on it, and that came off also. So looks like we got everything out of the way. Let's get our clamp on there now. And see if we can't loosen this up. Okay, I think I'm going to tighten it back down because I see one problem already. I don't want to have any problems here, so I should have done this first. I'm going to put something on there, and I'm going to take the air gun and blow all that sand out of there. I should have done that right away. Alright, got all that blown off. Let's get this back off now. Alright, maybe we can get that by hand now. Okay, let's get the cover off. Try and let that drain out as much as we can here. Still dripping. There's that. Alright, let's go put it on the bench over here. I'm going to go back and see if I can't put something over the top of that. Keep the fumes down in here. Alright, let's go over here and see what we got going on. Alright, so we got to pull that metal tab off there, it looks like, to get the filter off. So let me see what I can find for tools, and we'll try and get that. Try and get that metal tab off, then we can get our new filter on there. So just give me a minute and I'll be right back. Alright, so I figured out that, let's try and get some light on here for you. If we can get this cover here off, that should give us easy access. So it looks like there's 4 tabs here Two here and two on the other side. I pried those off. And if you take that off, now we have easy access to get that metal tab off. So I'm sorry to keep cutting in and out of this. I don't have anybody to hold on to the camera, so I'll see if I can get that metal tab off and we'll go from there. Back in a minute. Alright, so I was able just to keep prying on it a little bit at a time and working it around, and finally got that tab to come off. So now let's see if we can get in here. Let me look at one of these other ones here. All right, same thing. A little bit of prying underneath here on both sides, and I was able to get that off. Now you see the metal ring on there. We got to get that metal ring off, and then we're going to have to put it on our new one here. So let's get that metal ring off and get this one put on. I'm gonna see if I can't. Yep, same thing. My helper ain't out here holding the camera, so I'll get that metal ring off, get it on this filter, and we'll start getting it back on the pump. All right, so we got the metal ring on. It was pretty easy prying off the old one there. Just get your screwdriver in there and get it pried off. So now let's see if we can get that back on. Just get this camera set up right there. See if we can get that on. All right, we got her on. So let's take that back over. I'm just going to double check some stuff here. All right, so we got to put our cap back on. That's pretty self-explanatory. There's a hole there and some holes there for the ribs. So we'll put that back on. And then here's our clamp or our bracket. We can slide that back on. Making sure it's all on there securely. And it is. Okay. Let's go take that back over. And we'll get it set in there. There's our gasket. All right. Let's get our cloth out of the way. I guess now would be a good time to look in there. See if we can't get this put back in there now. for whatever reason, now it doesn't want to go back in. Alright, I'm going to have to pull it out and see what's going on here. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get something figured out here. I'll be right back. Alright, so it will go down. You see that spring on that shaft there? The whole white mechanism slides up and down, so that must be just a way to keep the fuel pump on the very bottom of the tank. So let's put it back in. See if we can get that back down in there. Alright, this is a two-hand job, so I'll be right back. We got it. Okay, we got it back on. I just noticed there was some lines here from the factory, so that's as far as we got it. It's all back on, so let's get our hoses hooked back up here. See if we can get that one back on. This one's going to come around to here. Got that one on. Take our clamp off. We'll wipe up any gas here so we can confirm we don't have any more leaks. We'll get our connection here. Get that connected back on there. All right. Alright, I think I got everything wiped off pretty good. I think I'm just going to leave that like that. That's not going to hurt nothing. I'll see if I can get that wire tied back on there. But for now, I'm just going to do that. Get my bungee cord out of the way here. All right. I'm going to get another clamp and put a clamp on there, but that should be it. That's how we change the fuel filter. I thought we were going to have to take the air filter housing off, but you don't need to do that. So we get everything torqued back down, our lines are matched back up. Filter is in. All right, let's start it up and see what happens here. Get that towl out of the way. have any leaks anywhere. All right, I just wanted to go back over a few things with you. So I had to replace the clamp because it was still leaking gas. So when you do this, just make sure you have a new clamp accessible to replace it with. And I finished wire tying that back up, so we got all this stuff done. I ran it, there's no more leaks, so just make sure you got an extra clamp. And I think we're good to go. Let's go look at the filter that I took out. So this here is, let me get my light quick. This looks like a pretty good filter that Can-Am puts in there. There's, see how I can do this for you. They've got the wire mesh, then there's another filter, looks pretty clean, then there's another filter, still looks pretty clean, and then that filter. So it looks like there's 3 or 4 filters on just one side. So I really don't know if I had to change it. I mean, when you look at it, is that dirty or not? Or is that just the color of the media in the filter? So, and then here's the new one I replaced it with. Obviously not nearly the filter capacity with this here as what the stock one is that came with it. I mean, you can look at them and they're quite a bit different. So I don't remember what I paid for this. There's some part numbers if that'll help you out. This is on a 2019 Can-Am, but they should all be the same. So, all right, if you think you need to put a original one back in, that's what it looks like. Looks like the filtration is much better than what that one is. So, you decide. So again, I'm not an ace mechanic here. I'm never in one of those guys to have somebody do the work for me. And if you don't know how to do it, just go on YouTube and you watch a bunch of stuff. And if you gotta buy tools to fix the job, just buy the tools to fix the job, and that way you always got them again. So this was fairly simple to do. You can do it if you can change oil on your Highlander, or your Can-Am, not your Highlander. I do a lot of work on Highlanders, so yeah, save some money, do it yourself. All right, thank you. See you next time.